welcome guys. Today is Thursday. It is July 17th. We are here for our morning Chizel class. Today we'll be using some tubing, stability ball, and our mat. So actually we're going to start with a warm up using our ball. So let's go ahead and pick up the ball. We're going to take a breath in and down. Nice deep breath. Try again, nice deep breath. One more time, deep breath. And then let's set the ball down, hands on the top. Let's push out flat and round up. Try again, push flat, round up, push flat, round up. One more time, push flat. Now this time we're going to round and hold it and slowly rise up. Let's take that breath in. Now arms in front and march in place. Left, right, march. 4, 3. Let's add a step touch left, right. Let's swing those arms. We'll add some kickbacks. How about some toe taps? Return to step touch. Now take 2 steps to your left and right. Go left again and right. One more step to your left and right. Now back to step and touch. Let's hold in place. Return to kickbacks for 4, 3, and then toe taps for 4, 3. Now end leg lifts for 4, 3. Now back to toe taps for 4, 3. No more taps. We'll twist. Now do some lunging, side to side. Let's try toes and ceiling. Let's cross down and up, across and up. One more time. Stay up overhead. Make a rainbow. Now back to the twist again for 4, 3. While we lunge, let's set the ball down. Roll the ball. Rolling, 4, 3, 2. Now add a reaching arm. Up, up, up. Last 4, 3, 2. Now stay to the left. Big hold. Turn to face that left foot. Cross the right heel all the way down. Right heel, left arm. Big reach and pull. Lift and lower. Now let's drop that back knee. So lift up and drop down. One more to go. Stay down. Let's pulse at the bottom. 4, 3. Now no pulse, hold. Cross the heel down. Sit back, lift up front toes. Go ahead now, press your toes down and up. 2 more to go. One more time. Keep the toe pressed all the way down. We'll sink a little deeper. Now let's face the ball. Hands on the top again. Going to push out and round up. Try again, push out and round up. One more, push out. Now round up, hold, and then slowly come all the way up. Let's take another breath in. Arms in front and march it out, right, left. We'll add our step touch, right, left. Step touch, step touch. Swing those arms. Add some kickbacks. How about our toe taps? Back to step touch. Now take 2 steps to the right and left. Right again and left. One more step to the right and left. Now just step touch, hold again. And our kickbacks. And then toe taps. Add some leg lifts. And back to toe taps for 4, 3, 2. Now let's draw figure 8s. Go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now go other way. 4, 3, 2. Good. Back to swing. Swing. Now we'll twist. While we twist, let's do some lunging. Now try toes and ceiling crossing. Down, up. And again. One more time. Stay overhead. Make a rainbow. Now back to the twist again for 4, 3. Let's keep lunging. Set the ball down. Roll it side to side. Reach down the ball for 4, 3. Now let's open our windmill for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's stay holding open. Let's all turn to face that right foot, left heel, right arm. Reach up and down. Now we're going to drop the back knee, so we lift and drop. Last 2. 1 more to go. Now stay down low, little pulse at the bottom. 4, 3. It's no pulse hold. Push the heel down. Sit back so front toe lifts. Stretch it out. And then press your toes down up. So we press and pull. 2 more sets. 1 more to go. Keep the toes pushed all the way down. Let's sink a little deeper. Good job. Let's face the front. Hands on the ball. Now let's do some slow squats. We're going to sit and lift. Now as we're squatting, we keep our head above our heart. We bring our knees in on the way down and we press them out coming up. 1 more slow one. Now let's try upping the tempo. So we've got our 1, 2, 3. 2 more to go. 1 more time. Good, now back to slow. Squat and lift. Squat and lift. Squat. Now take 4 counts to go down, please. 4, 3, 2. We're going to hang out right here for 4, 3, 2. Then let's rise slowly up for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, we'll shake it out a little bit. And let's grab our tubing. And let's have a seat. So we know that when we sit on the ball, we want to have really good posture. So we're aware of keeping that tummy drawn inward, nice strong core. Let's see, what will we do here? I think we will start out with a little work on our triceps. So let's take the handle in our left hand and take your right hand about midway down the tube. Form a loop. Okay, and we're going to keep that right arm straight, bend the left elbow. And then just put that right hand on the ball. Left upper arm should be a little bit in front of your ear. Wrist is straight. Palm is front. Let's start slowly pressing up and down. Exhale. Inhale, 1 more slow one. Now let's try upping the tempo, please. Go 1 and 2. Press up 3. 2 more to go. Here's 1 more time. Now just do a little pulse up. A little pulse and pulse and pulse. Keep going up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now try 4 slow ones. 4 and 3 and 2. And now we're going to pulse up 8. So we've got 8 and 6. How about 4, 3, 2. Now back to slow ones. And pulse it for 4. So we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just hold it up there. Good, now slowly bend. Same arms, but instead of vertical, we're making them horizontal. Alright, slow open, out, out, and in. Open out, and in. Open out. Let's try 1 more slow one. Good, now let's try upping the tempo. Out and in. And if you want a little balance challenge, you can try lifting that left foot. We've got 4 to go. And 2. And 1. Now little pulse is open. We've got 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, and 6. How about 4, 3, 2. Now slow down, out in. And 2, and 3. Good, now little pulse again. Let's do 8, and 6. How about 4, 3, 2. Now back to slow. And this time just do 4 quick. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just hold it. Very good, now slowly bend. And bring the elbows down. Let's try just the leg. Stand and bend. Stand and bend. 2 more. 1 more. Good, now just hold the leg out right there. Do a little point flaps. Point flaps. And a little ankle roll around. Good, and reverse. Very nice. Okay, let's set that foot down. And now we're going to switch sides. So this time we're going to put the handle in our right hand. Make that loose loop around your left hand. And arms start up overhead. So now we just bend that right elbow. Bring the left hand to the ball so the tubing is behind that left shoulder. Check your wrist. Is it straight with your palm front? And a slow press up. Up and down. Good. Exhale on the way up. Inhale down. Try 2 more slow ones. Up, up. And 1 more to go. Now let's try upping our tempo, please. So it's up and down. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1 more. Now little pulses for 12. 10. Here's our 8. And 6. And 4. 3. 2. Now back to slow ones. Give me 4. And 3. 2. Now we're going to pulse up 8. Here's our 8. And 6. And 4. 3. Good. Now slow for 2. And pulse 4. So we've got 4. 3, 2, 1. Nice hold. Good. And slowly bend. Now same arms, but instead of vertical, they're horizontal. Nice and slowly, please. Out. In. Out. In. 2 more slow ones. 1 more to go. Good. Now let's try upping the tempo. Out and in. If you want to, you can lift that other foot. Try 4 more. And 2. Good. Now little pulse open. 12. 10. 8. And 6. How about 4, 3, 2. Now slow down, please, for 4. And again. Now a pulse for 8. Here's 8. And 6. And 4, 3. Good. Now slow it down, slow it down. And pulse for 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it. Good. Let's slowly bend. Elbows come in. Extend and bend that leg. Out and in. Good. Try 4 more. Last 2. And 1 more. Now just hold the leg out there. Little point flaps. And then a couple ankle rolls. And reverse. Very good. Okay, let's set the foot down. You can release the tubing. Let's do a little tricep stretch. Arms overhead. Left fingers down our spine, elbow to the sky. And then we'll switch. Very good. Let's reach up. And come all the way down. Couple shoulder rolls back front. Very nice. Okay, from here we'll set our tubing down for a second. And let's come over the ball. So when we come over the ball, we want our hands to be staying on the floor, but we want to extend the legs behind us, and we want our hip bones on the top of the ball. Touch your big toes together and keep your heels apart. So we're going to slowly drag the heels into the butt, and then re-extend. We exhale, we inhale. So we're targeting the hamstrings and the gluteals. Now let's try upping that tempo, please. So it's in and out. Exhale, inhale. 4 more to go. And 2. And 1. Now we're going to pulse in for 3, 2, and then a big extension. Pulse in 3, 2, extend, pull in 3, 2, extend, 3, 2, couple more sets. One more set. Then back to singles in and out. And 2, and 3. Ready, set, slow, bring it in, out. In, out. In, and one more. In. Now take 4 counts to curl in, please. It's 4, 3, 2, stay there. Now let's press and down, press and down, press and down. In again. Lift it. 2, 3. Now a little tiny pulse up. A little squeeze. 4 more of those. 4, 3, 2. Slowing that down again. Press 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now re-extend the legs. Out, out, and curl in. Again, out, out, and in. Couple more sets. Out. In. One more like that. Out. And in. Now let's go out and just hold it. And then let's push back and simply drape over the ball. And then from there we'll help ourselves up to standing. And once we're all the way up, we'll keep hands on the ball. Let's roll it forward. Let your head drop through extended arms. Up. Point that tailbone to the sky. Feel a stretch. Go right up those back thighs into the glutes. And then down the spine. And then we're up. Good work. All right, so let's set the ball aside for a moment and work with just our tubing. So now let's do some work on our shoulders. We're going to start off by just setting the right handle down on the ground and standing on the tubing with both feet. Meanwhile, we've got our left arm at our side. We've got a little bit of tension on the tubing while our arm is fully extended. We'll make sure we're not locking out the elbow, and we're going to do a slow side raise. We're taking it out and down. Reach out. Now same thing front. One more time front. Good, now out to the side but quicker. So we've got 1. Lift up 2. And 3. Good job. Now go front. 4. Reach out 3. 2. Nice job. Now 2 side. And then try 2 front. Now try 1 side, 1 front. Good. Side and front again. And now take the handle and just put it in the right hand. So slow upright row and down. So we're trying to bring the elbow shoulder level without scrunching up the shoulder and the neck. One more slow one. Now let's try a little quicker. So we've got 1, pull 2, 3, good, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice work. All right, so now from here, let's take both handles, both feet in the middle, toes and heels out, and then both arms together with that slow row. Up and down. Good, and again. Just one more slowly. Now let's try upping the tempo again. So we've got 1 and 2, pull 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice work. Okay, so now set the left handle down. Both feet remain on the tubing. Right arm fully extended with a little bit of tension on the tubing. Nice and slow. Out and down. Always think about reaching out and up. And now front, same thing. Out and up. One more. Good, now let's go side but up the tempo. So we've got 1 and 2 3. Now go front 4 and 2. Good, now let's do side open 2. Front, same thing. One side, one front. One more side and one more front. Good, now put the handle in the opposite hand. And we start with that slow upright row. Up and down. And again. One more time. We're going to keep the same control, but up the tempo. So if your arm suddenly became invisible and I watched the rest of your body do the movement, I would not even know that arm was in motion. Last 2 and one more. Good work. Okay, so now let's come back to both handles. Both feet in the middle. Crisscross your handles. And slow upright row. Up and down. So we exhale up and down. 2 more. One more to go. Now let's try upping our tempo. 1, pull up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good. Okay, so now let's uncross. And this time we're going to move to just 1 foot in the middle. Standing up nice and tall. Both arms slow side together out. And again. Good, now together front, slow. 1 more. Good, now just the left arm side but tempo. Same with the right. Now left front. Good, now right front. Then do left side, left front. And right side, right front. Good, now left side, right front. And then left front and right side. Excellent. Same combo, but slow and together. Switch it out. And we switch again. One more like that. Good work. Okay, now back to both feet in the middle. Crisscross those handles. Start with that slow row. And again. Now let's do 8 of them up tempo. Here's our 8, 7, 6, 4 to go. Last 2. 1 more. Okay, good job. Now a little bend in the knees. Little hinge forward. Arms long, elbows soft. Slow reverse slide together. So it's out and down. We exhale. Inhale. Try 1 more. Now let's up the tempo of those. So here's 1, 2, 3. 4 to go. 4. Last 2. Now only the left arm. Right arm. Together. Left arm. Together. Right arm. Together. Slow and together. 1 more. Very good. Now let's straighten up. Let's uncross. So back to just 1 foot in the middle. Arms long. Slow side raise together. And again. Now front. And again. Good. Now right arm only side tempo. Left side. right front. Left front. Right side, right front. Left side, left front. Now right side and then left front. Right front and left side. Same arm combo, slowing together. And we switch. Let's switch it again. And one more. Beautiful. All right, so back to both feet in the middle. Crisscross our handles. Slow row. Up and down. One more slow one. Now let's up our tempo, please. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Okay, little bend, little hinge forward, arms long, elbows soft. Slow reverse fly out and up, and then down. One more. Now up the tempo. So here's 8, 7, 4 to go. Last 2. Now just the right arm. And our left. And together. Right again. Together. Left arm. And together. Good, now slow and together. Just one more. Very good, let's straighten up. Once we're up, elbows are gonna bend. We're gonna keep upper arms close to the body. I'm gonna slowly open the door. Close up the door. A little bit faster, open and close. 2. Great. 4 to go. Good. Then we're going to go back to slow, but turn your palms to the sky so it's out. In. Good. Now 8 of them up tempo. Here's our 8, 7, 6, 4 more. And 2. Good. Now let's pulse it open, please. 8, and 6, and 4. Same thing. Palms in, pulse open for 8, 6. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly in. Very good. Let's release. Nice work. Okay, let's set our tubing down. Do a couple shoulder rolls back front. Left arm crosses over heart. Right arm crosses over heart. Both arms forward. And behind, pull down, lift out. Over the head. Stretch. Opposite fingers to opposite shoulders, elbows to the sky. Very good. And release down. Nice work. Okay, so let's do tubing aside. And we're going to head to the wall with our ball. And let's just put the ball between us and the wall. So we want our toes in, heels out. I want to make sure that we're keeping our back straight up and down. So it's different than a regular squat. When we're sticking our booty back, we want to keep the back 90 degrees from the floor. So we're just going to bend our knees and come down. So we want to get our knees as close to 90 degrees as we can with our back straight, and then come back up. Let's try again, coming down. So we're going to aim for this spot every time and then back up. Now let's go a little quicker. So we're going down 2 and back up for 2. Try again, down 2, up 2. And again. Now this time go down 2 and lift up 4. So we've got 4, 3, down 2, lift up 4, 4, 3. Let's try again, down 2, rise up 4, 4. Now go down for 4, 4, 3, rise up 2, down for 4, 4, 3, rise up 2. One more time, going down for 4, and lift for 2. Good job. Now this time, lower down for 4. Stay right there and hold it. And while we're here, see if we can press our palms forward. And then reach up high. And let the arms open wide. And then slowly rise from there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, arms come down. Let's bring our feet a little bit closer in. Toes and heels out. We still have our back against the ball and the wall. We're going to raise our heels. So it's a little releve and down. Releve and down. Heels up, heels down. And again. Now little pulse is up there. Little lift, 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 lift. Good. 8 more just like that. Pull them up, 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 up. How about 4, 3, 2. Now just remain up and let's alternate heel droppings. So it's down and down. Down and down and down. How about last 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now both heels down. Good work. Okay, so we're going to step those feet out a little bit again. And we're going to bend those knees, coming back down into that wall squat. There's the point where we're going to try to get to each time, and back up. Again, slowly coming down, looking for that spot. And rise up. Now let's do that 2-2 count going down up. So it's down and left. Like we're sitting down in a straight back chair. 2 to go. 1 more like this. Now try 2 down and 4 up. So it's down 2, now press up 4. Good, down for 2. Press up 4. Again, down 2 and press up 4. Now this time I'm going to lower down for 4 and press up 2. Lower down for 4 and press up 2. And again, lower down for 4, press up 2. Now this time lower down for 4. And we're going to stay in that straight back chair. Arms forward. Arms open wide. Arms lift up. Good, now rise from your chair. So we've got 4, 3, 2, 1, release the arms. Very nice. Okay, so now we're just going to turn and face the ball and the wall. Okay, and we don't want to be leaning our full body up against the ball. We want to use our hands on the ball. So we've got some space between us and the ball. Toes and heels out, head held high. We're going to releve again, so it's up, down. Releve and down. Heels up, heels down. Now a little pulse up. Lift and lift and lift. How about 4, 3, 2. Hold right there and then just alternate those heel drops. Give me 4 more of those. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now both heels down. And we're going to take that right foot and just place it behind the left ankle. And then do single leg releve. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Now a little pulse up, please, for 8 and 6. How about 4, 3, 2, just stay up there, hold it. Set the other foot down, and then slowly lower those heels. Once we're down, both heels releve, up, down, up, down. Good, now pulse, stay up there, little pull. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, alternate heel drops, just drop and drop. Drop and drop, here's our 4. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Both heels down. Now switch your weight to your right foot. Put the left foot behind your right ankle and releve, up and down. So it's a single leg releve. 2 more this tempo. Now we're just do pulses up there. Up, 2, 3, 4. Last 4, 3, 2. Remain holding. And then slowly lower that foot down. Set the other foot down. Now roll the ball down the wall. Once it's down the wall, hands on the top. Let's step 1 foot back. Press your heel down. Ooh, that should feel good for your calf. Good, let's step that foot in and we'll switch. Good work. Okay, let's come back up. Once we're back up, we're going to keep the ball. Grab our tubing. And what we're going to do is put the tubing so it's under our right foot. And your hand is left hand is going to hold on to the handle, which should be between your feet. So we've got the tubing under our right foot, and we're holding the handle in our left hand. And they're going to put the ball so it's, there you go. And then we're going to step our left foot farther back, and we're going to hinge forward. Now, if you've got lots of slack on the tubing when your arm is fully extended, you simply pull more of the tubing so it's under your foot. Good, now let's do a slow bent over row. So we're going to pull up, extend, pull, extend. So we want that arm to glide right along the side of our ribs. Now try upping the tempo. So here's 1, pull 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. Now a little pulse up. A little pulse. Pulse and pulse and pulse. 4 more of those. 4, 3. Good. Return to slow again. 2, 3. Now we're going to pulse up 8. So here's 8 and 6. How about 4, 3. Then back to slow. And pulse 4 more. Here's 4, 3, 2. Now hold that nice tight contraction and slowly release. Very good. Okay, so let's come off the tubing. Have a seat on the ball. So we're going to keep the handle in our left hand. Right hand's going to hold on. Again, you can make that loop. And then both arms up. So we're going to keep the right arm straight, but we're going to bend the left elbow, pull it right into the ribs. So if you can see yourself, you'd see a check mark with your arms, and then back up. So we're going to pull down and up. So our right arm is not moving. We're targeting the left side of the lat. Exhale. 1 more. Bend the elbow, bend the elbow. Gotta pull the elbow in. Bend the elbow in. There you go. And 1 more. Elbow bent. Now a little quicker. So here's our check mark and up. Bend, extend. Bend, extend. Last 4, Last two. One more. Good, now let's do both arms bent and up. So think about a W and a V. We make a W and a V. One more. W and V. Good job, arms come down. Nice work. Okay, so let's stand back up. And we're going to switch hands. So now we're going to hold the tubing in our right hand. Put the tubing under your right foot. Left foot goes back. Actually, I did that wrong. The handle should be, let me see how I did this. Okay. So actually we're putting the tubing under our left foot. The handle should be between your feet, and you're going to hold it with your right hand. And step your right foot back with your left hand on the ball. So you've got left foot on the tubing, left hand on the ball, right foot back, and handle in right hand. So pull up, extend, pull, extend. One more. Now let's up our tempo. So we've got our 8, 7, 6, 4 to go, and 2. And a little pulse right here, please, with 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, and 6. How about 4, 3? Now slow it down. 4, 3, 2. Pulse for 8, 8, 6. How about 4, 3? Now slow it down for 2, and pulse 4 more. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1 big hold, and slowly release. Very good. Okay, let's come on up. Have a seat. We'll keep the handle in our left hand. Make that loop around your right hand. Arms up. So we start out looking like the letter V. And then we're going to bend the right elbow, come down to a check mark, and back up. There we go. So we exhale, inhale. Now 2 more slow ones. 1 more. Now let's try upping the tempo. So we've got 1. Pull 2, 4 more, last 2, 1 more to go. Good, stay there, hold it. Now let's do both arms. So make a W and a V. Pull into your W and V. W, V. W, a little bit quicker. W and V. Final 4. Last 2. And 1 more. Good work. All right, let's bring the arms down. Do a couple shoulder rolls back front. Good, and then from there, just bring your hands under your thighs. Pull your back flat so your chest is close to your thighs. And then I want you to scoop the belly in round. So you feel the stretch go right where your bra band crosses your back. Good, and then we can release the hands and slowly roll up. Nice work. Okay, once we're all the way up, let's come up to standing again. And for this next one, we're going to take one handle and just feed it through the other handle. So we form this little slip loop. Once we have that loop, put it around your left ankle. Now we're going to use the ball just to help stabilize us, and you can brace it against the wall or the couch. Stand on the tube with your right foot because that's going to be your tensioner. So when the legs are at rest, we want to make sure that there's still some degree of tension on it. Okay, so internal rotation, we're just going to lift that outside leg up and down. So we lift and lower. Good, nice tight tummies, keeping that core strong. Good, now small pulses open. Let's do 3, 2, 1, bring it back in, pulse out 3, 2, 1, pull back in, pulse out 3, 2, 1 more to go like that, 3, 2, good, now singles 4, 4, 3, 2, now we pulse open, we've got 3, 2, 1, and down again, 3, 2, 1, now 2 slow ones. Pulse it open for 3, 2. Now 1 slow one. And just pulse please for 8 and 6. How about 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let's set the foot down. Let's do a few squats. Squat. Last 2. And 1 more to go. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to take that loop off of that ankle. Put it on the other ankle. And this time your left foot is going to provide the tension. Again, you can brace the ball against the wall. You can brace the ball against the couch. So it goes under your left foot. There you go. Okay, so we've got that little bit of internal rotation, which means instead of having your toes turning out, they're turned inward. We're standing nice and tall. It'll lift up. 2. Lift out 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Now let's pulse open for 3, 2, 1 and down. Try again. Pulse open 3, 2. 2 more sets like that. 3, 2. 1 more set like that. 3, 2, 1. Now up single tempo 4 and 2 and 1. Let's pulse open for 3, 2, 1 and again pulse open 3, 2. Good, now 2 singles. Pulse it open 3, 3, 2, 1. Now 1 single. You're going to pulse for 8. Here's 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Good, let's set that foot down. Let's do a few squats. Squat and lift. Last 2. And 1 more. Very good. Okay, we can release our tubing. Remove it from your ankle. From there, we'll just set it to the side. And we'll work with just the ball. So for this one, we're going to be targeting our core. So we'll be doing some forearm planks, and then ultimately we'll be doing some push-ups. So to start, we're just going to pick up the ball, and we're going to start with a couple deep breaths in, and again. Good, now set the ball down. Begin to roll it out in front of you. We want to get our forearms on the ball. We want to make sure that our shoulders are over our elbows. Our belly button is nice and tight, and we're not letting that head drop down. So we've got our 8 and 6. How about 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to roll back in. We're going to take our breath. Another deep breath. Good. Set the ball back down and we're rolling back out. So again, we're looking for our forearms on the ball. Nice tight tummies, eyes looking out. And remain here for 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, how about 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, roll in. Big breath in. Another big breath. And the ball goes back down. So we roll it back out. Finding that forearm plank, belly button tight. No holding your breath. We're going to be here for 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll in. Take your breath. One more big one. Good work. Okay, back down it goes. Rolling back out. Forearms on the ball. Nice tight tummies. Keep that booty relaxed. No hanging heads, no sinking shoulders. Let's stay here for 32. 30. 28. 26. 24. 22. 20. 18. 16. 14. 12. 10. Here's our 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set. And let's roll back. Good. Take your breath. Another deep breath. And the ball comes down. So now we're going to come out over the top of the ball. So instead of forearms on the ball, we want our hip bones on the ball. We want our hands and our feet to be able to touch down. Okay, so we're going to start by extending the left leg back and then up. Lower down and switch to the right leg. Lift out and up. Lower down, switch right arm. Lower down, switch left arm. Now try left leg. And then the right arm. Now let's try right leg. And then left arm. Good, now left leg, right arm together. Up. Down, let's switch. Up. Down, switch again. Lower down, switch. Good, now this time switch, lift up really slowly. Find your balance. Then see if you can just extend that leg and hold it. Good, and back down to all fours. And now we'll switch left arm, right leg together, lifting up. Establishing your balance. And then seeing if you can lift that opposite leg as well. And slowly come down. Good job. Once we're down, you get to give the ball a nice hug and just really round out over the ball. All right, now from here, we're going to bring ourselves back out and we're going to do some push-ups. So we want good foundational hands, shoulders over wrists, hands turned in slightly. More of you sticking out behind the ball, easier the push-up. More of you out in front of the ball, more challenging is the push-up. So choose what works best for you. Belly button nice and tight. We're going to slowly bend the elbows. They go open and they come back in coming up. So it's down, up. Inhale. Exhale, one more slow one. Now let's work a little quicker down up. So we've got 8, 7, 6, 4 to go. 3, 2, 1. Now slow, slow, down, down. One more slow. Now try 4, upping the tempo, please. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1 is slow. And then 2 more up tempo. Here's 1, 2. Now just hold right there. Very good. Okay, so from there we're going to carefully push ourselves back. So once again, we can just get ourselves to drape over the ball. Just let it all hang down. And then from there, let's take hands together behind our back. Once you've got your hands hooked together, pull your arms straight. Try lifting them up towards the sky. And then see if we can lift our chest from the ball. Good, and then release and come all the way back down. Very good. All right, so now from here, you can keep your feet against the wall if you need to. We're gonna keep our hands on the ball. And we want to start out with that belly button on the ball, with our elbows close to our body. We're going to lengthen from the top of our head and then rise up. Good. Now as you come back down, think about really lengthening as you come down so we create more space in the spine. So same thing coming up. Pull out through the top of your head. Rise up. And then lengthen as we come back down. Try again. So pull out through the top of your head. We rise up. Good. And then lengthen coming down. Let's try that one more time. Let's lengthen and rise up. And then lengthen as we come back down. Beautiful. And then again, just let your arms wrap around the ball. All right, from here, we need to help ourselves back to a standing position. And once we're up, let's go ahead and grab our tubing and we'll have a seat. So we're going to do some bicep work in a seated position. So let's put our tubing under both feet. You can keep one end longer than the other because we're going to take the long end and wrap it around both feet. Now when we're done wrapping around our feet, we want to make sure that our handles are the same length without pulling on them. Alright, so make sure they're the same length and that you have enough tubing to work with. So we're going to keep the upper arms close to the body. Palms are facing forward, wrists are straight. Going to do a slow bicep curl up and then open. Good. Now same thing, but go a little bit out on an angle and down. One more slow outlet like that. Actually, let's do 2 more. And then 1 more. Good. Now front but up the tempo. So upper arm's got to stay nice and close to the body. Same thing but a little bit of an angle. 2. Now let's come back to the front for 2. Slight angle 2. 1 front, 1 side. Now go front but alternate. And then side alternate. Front again for 4. And then side last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good job. Let's release. You can set your handles down, stretch your arms out, push out through the heels of your hands, spread your fingers out really wide. Let's splash them a few times. Then shake them out. Very good. Okay, let's remove the tubing from our feet. And then from here, what we're going to do is walk our feet out. And let's get ourselves into a nice shoulder bridge. So we simply want to keep our shoulders, our neck, and our head on the wall. And we want to make sure our knees are over our ankles and we're keeping those gluteals lifted. So we have this nice shoulder bridge happening. And then while we're here, just see if you can reach your arms up towards the sky. Good, and let your arms open wide. And then you can let your arms come down. And then let's push back a little bit. So we've got a little bit more of our back on the ball. And then if you feel safe enough, you can start to lower your butt down, because we want to come all the way down to the floor. So you can use your hands to help guide you down. And then once we're all the way down, we're just going to take the ball between our legs and lie back. So once we're all the way down, we're going to stretch our legs out straight on the ball. Make a triangle with your thumb and index fingers. Put it lightly behind your head, elbows open nice and wide. Upper body lift lower. So let's exhale, inhale. Now as we're doing that, let's pull that left knee in and out to the chest. Now do a lift and twist to your left. Now come back to center, straight up. Good, now alternate your legs. Now let's add the twist. Lift, twist, lift, twist, lift, twist, lift, twist. No more twists, just the legs. Here's our 4, 3, 2. Now both legs go straight out, upper body lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. Now let's add the right knee in and out to the chest. And then lift and twist to the right. Back to center, straight up. Now let's alternate the legs. Add your twist. Lift, twist, lift, twist. Here's our 4, 3. Now no twist, just our legs. Here's our 4, 3, 2. Now both legs straight out and upper body lift lower. Good, now let's roll the ball in and out as we lift and lower. Last 2. 1 more. Now just upper body lifting, up, down. Good, let's rebend both our knees for 4, 3, last 2. 1 more to go. Now rest the head down. We're going to grab the ball with our feet, pass it to our hands. Now bend your knees, feet off the floor, put the ball over your shins. Bring head, neck, shoulders off the mat, eyes look right at the belly button. Arms and legs are going to reach out, and in. Out. Now try a little bit quicker with this play, so it's out and pull. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Good, now rest your head down. Take the ball between your feet, legs extend to the ceiling. Hands behind the head, nice triangle shape behind the head. And just upper body lift lower. So we exhale, inhale. Now the whole time we're doing this, I want you to actively squeeze the ball. Now a little pulse, stay up at the top. 4, 3, 2. Now no pulse, hold it. You're going to lower the legs halfway and come back up. So it's down, down, and up. Lower, left. Lower, left. Lower. 2 more sets. 1 more set. Good. Upper body lift and lower for 4. Last 2. 1 more. Now just rest your head down. Extend your arms up. You're going to separate the legs. Drop the ball into your hands. Push it back up. Catch it with your feet. So it's drop, catch, 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 drop, catch. 4 to go. 3, 2, 1. Hold up and squeeze. Squeeze the ball with your feet. A little press and press and press. Think about those inner thighs. 8 and 6 and 4, 3, 2. Hold the squeeze, hands behind your head. Upper body lifts again. Up, down. Now a little pulse up there for 4, 3. Stay there. Hold it. Just your legs. Lower halfway down. And then back up. Down. Up. Down. Now this time we're going to change a little bit. Lower down, pull the knees in, push out, lift up. So we lower down, knees go in and out, lift up. Try again, lower down, in, out, lift up. Lower down, in, out, lift up. 2 more sets, lower down, in, out, lift up. Again, lower down, in, out, lift up. Stay there, upper body lift. Up, down. Bend your knees and double crunch like this. So here's 4. Last 2. 1 more. Now just upper body only lifting. We're going to set the ball down. Let's bring your feet to the top of the ball. And then just lift your feet off the ball. And let's twist to our left. And then to the right. Let's up our tempo so we lift and twist. Now we're ready to add those legs. We lift and twist, lift and twist. How about 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now no twist, just your legs. In and out. We've got 4, 3. Now both knees together, in, out. In and press. Last 2. And 1 more. Good job. Tuck the knees in. Let's rest our head down. You can use your hands to pull the knees in even closer. Little side to side rock. Couple knee circles round and round. Good, and then let's reverse. And then we're just going to re-extend the legs out, heels on the ball. Once your legs are extended out, let's take our left leg, extend the heel towards the ceiling, see if you can reach your toes. So I want you to feel this go right up your back thigh and down the front thigh of the other leg that's still on the ball. Set that foot down and we'll switch, other leg extends. Good job. And then set that foot down. Let's rebend the knees. Feet on top of the ball. And then just let your knees open wide. Let the soles of your feet come together. And use your hands to press open on those inner thighs. And then we'll bring our knees back together. Keep the feet on the top of the ball. Arms open wide. Let your knees fall to the left and look right. Back up, let our knees drop right and look left. Good, and then back to center. From there, we'll just grab the ball with our feet so that can pass to our hands. And then we're going to exhale and roll ourselves up. And then once we're up, we'll stretch our legs out straight. Put the ball right there on the tips of your toes. And let's push forward. And then we'll come up, we'll take our legs out wider, and do the same thing, push forward. And then back up, and let's side bend to our left. Come on up, side bend to the right. Good, and then back up. Let's bring our legs back together. Again, put the ball on your toes and press forward. And then back up, we'll set the ball off to the left, let your fingertips rest on top, and then simply walk the ball back as far as you can without twisting at your waist. So we're really opening across the shoulder and that left side of the chest, and then we'll come forward. And then we'll switch to the other side, same thing. Start walking it back, taking it as far as we can go without twisting at the waist. And then let's walk it back. Good, and then once we're back, let's set the ball back on our toes. One more forward fold. And then come on up, and this time we'll just take the ball behind us. And once it's behind us, use your hands to press against the ball so that we feel that open stretch across the chest, across the front of both shoulders. And relax a little bit, and then see if you can get the ball to kind of rest against your back. You can hold it in place, and then let's use it like a big pillow. So we're just going to let that head rest on the ball. And then when you're there, see if you can let your arms open. You gotta brace the mind against the wall. Good, and then let's reach high overhead. Let the arms come forward. Let's bring ourselves more upright. Inhale, open arms and heart, pull hands together. And we made it. All right, that took care of our Chizel class for this Thursday morning. Don't forget to hydrate, lots of sips of water throughout the day. We want to keep our muscles juicy, functioning, and flexible. Same goes for those brain cells, juicy, functioning, and flexible. Spread random acts of kindness to all sentient beings. I will be back tonight to let you know what's taking place tomorrow. So you know what to do. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay kind. Let's rise, resist, persist, and